Your Discogs Wantlist could be hurting you and the vinyl community. Hey, what's up? I'm Jason, and this channel is for vinyl lovers who want something new to listen to, purchase, or avoid. I focus on vinyl, but everyone is welcome. Let's jump right in. Today, let's dive into a topic that's not just about simplifying your vinyl hunt, but in the long run, saving you some hard-earned cash. I'm talking about deleting your Discogs Wantlist. And trust me, it's for your own good. All right, let's start with a quick reality check. The more demand there is for an album, the more sellers tend to hike up those prices. Duh, right? It's called supply and demand, Elwood, but as buyers, we don't need to advertise to the world, hey, I really want this album. The way this shows up on Discogs is right here. Under the demand category in Discogs statistics. As buyers, we may not think too much about this little statistic, but believe it or not, these numbers add up to a big difference in what we ultimately pay for our records. All right, first off, if you're not rocking the Discogs Enhancer Google Chrome plugin, you need to. If you spend any amount of time on Discogs at all, it will streamline your experience and just make your time on Discogs more efficient and enjoyable. Here's how you get it. First and foremost, open a Chrome browser window. This plugin only works in Chrome. Discogs Enhancer is not a sponsor. I just wanted you to know about it because I use it every day. Just click Add to Chrome and you are off and running. You should see a little record icon in your browser toolbar once it's installed. This is where you can enable and customize features. This little plugin does a lot. I plan to do a video dedicated to this plugin very soon, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Okay, so here's what you'll normally see under statistics for an album. I'm showing this in Safari so you can see it without the plugin. Here we have the 1973 Japanese pressing of The Doors' debut album. As you can see, 110 people have added this to a collection and 857 have added it to their want list. I mean, it's kind of hidden in here. Maybe you never even noticed this was here. You could try to do the math in your head, but Discogs Enhancer does it for us. That's a demand of 679%. What do you think a seller thinks when they see that? So cha-ching! And of course, this doesn't stop at Discogs. Sellers on all platforms, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or whatever, are using Discogs as a reference when pricing their vinyl. I mean, it's great for sellers, but not so much for us buyers. And before you say, Jason, look, I respect everything you do. I've watched all your videos. They're all fantastic. I'm not a subscriber yet, but you know what? I'm finally convinced. I'm clicking that subscribe button right now. Here we go. Boom. But how do you think sellers price their records before Discogs? Supply and demand is not just determined by Discogs. There's an inherent supply and demand just based on sales history versus current inventory. And my response to you is, yes, of course. But we live in an internet savvy world and most people are lazy. They're going to look for the quickest path to figuring out what to charge for something. We do not need to help them out by broadcasting our vinyl wishlist desires, especially when those broadcasts have such a dramatic impact on pricing. All right, so I know it's not rocket science, but to summarize how the demand percentage is calculated, it's a ratio of the people who have the album versus those who want it. The higher the demand, the more sellers see dollar signs. Pretty simple. Okay, so how can we use our want list to ensure that we're not inflating prices for ourselves and others? I'm gonna give you the answer to that right after this. This video is brought to you by my favorite record store on the planet, Meon Records. Meon has a massive inventory of your favorite records. Their grading is the best in the business, and their packaging and shipping ensure that you receive your records swiftly and damage-free. Go to meon.tokyo and enter SPINS at checkout to save 10% on your next Meon Records vinyl purchase. So now we know how our want list comes into play, helping sellers make more money. Every time you add an album to your want list, you're essentially telling the world, hey, I want this. And when more collectors want something, demand skyrockets. So in my opinion, the best thing to do is to just delete your want list like I did. Track your want list some other way. I know this means you won't get notified when something on your want list gets added to the Discogs inventory, but let's be honest, that feature isn't there to do you any favors anyway. It's there to make money. And I'm willing to bet you're on Discogs enough to know when that album you're looking for comes up for sale. But if that's a deal breaker for you, keep your want list. Just curate and refine your want list to include only the albums that truly speak to your soul. This way, you'll have more control over your vinyl budget and you won't be contributing irresponsibly to demand. All right, so here's the thing. The Discogs Wantlist feature is a double-edged sword. While it's a way to keep track of the records you're looking to add to your collection, it's also a data point used for sellers when deciding how to price that album. Responsible use of this tool can help you and your friends in the vinyl community. Delete records from your want list once they've been purchased. Don't bloat your want list with a bunch of albums that aren't true gems for you, or better yet, delete it altogether. Yes, it might be a little more work, but it will save the community in the long run. Also, I am not hating on sellers here. We've all been sellers from time to time, and I realize it's a dog-eat-dog world out there for full-time sellers of vinyl. All I'm saying is let's not unnecessarily skew demand data and keep a tight ship when it comes to the vinyl we're looking forward to adding to the collection. Deleting your Discogs want list isn't about depriving yourself of music. In fact, I found it to be quite liberating. It's about making informed choices and ensuring your vinyl journey remains enjoyable and affordable. All right, so that's my opinion, but what do you think? Am I crazy for suggesting you delete your Discogs want list? Or is it at the very least a reminder that you have some Discogs maintenance to do? If you enjoyed this video, good. This is the first in a series about vinyl purchasing strategies that are in the works, so stay tuned. Your wallet will thank you. Please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss a single video or live stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.